Hello! Alright, I'm just looking at this replay here. Apparently my microphone was muted, so my apologies. But yeah, I was a bit surprised by how aggressive VortiX was in this game. I went for this triple gas, spilling baling pressure, and yeah, he was able to put on like this immense amount of pressure with only one gas, so really speedling heavy. He didn't have that many banelings. I had way more banelings. Wow, I really should have watched my macro here. But yeah, this the strat I run in this game is a very fun strat to play. It's basically you commit all your gas into banelings, so you sacrifice lair tech. What VortiX is doing here is pretty much a textbook CVC thing. You apply some link blink pressure, and behind it you get tons of drones, go up to 4 gases, and then you go into mutas. That's how CVC works today. So I decided to go for the triple baling pressure and try to break him before he got his mutas out, but he had some really nice defense, so I wasn't able to completely break him. Wow, did he really take? Oh, he actually cancelled his third. That's a bit surprising. I guess it was because he saw all the links coming and he knew that he wouldn't have units to defend his third base. So that's also a positive side effect of the link blink pressure. And the good thing about this is that if you manage to keep up the pressure with a significant drone count like this, you can take a quick third base instead of going up to lair tech and mutas. It's more of a low tech variation. It's like taking a quick third base and making only marines. This is the Zerg variation. You can take a quick third base, you can apply link blink pressure, which is you know, the marine marauder of the Zerg army, while you take a third base, and then you make tons of queens, and then you start spreading creep, because the creep is so essential when it comes to deflecting the mutas later on in the game, and therefore it's a really big advantage to have a large number of queens. Now the thing you need to do with when you are on triple gas and are doing baling pressure, remember to mine the gas, that's really important. But yeah, it's so important to apply non-stop pressure, because if you don't, he will be able to get mutas out. At this point he hasn't actually started the Spire, so he's already like several minutes behind in terms of tech. He has plenty of resources, but he's way too busy deflecting my constant link blink pressure in order to actually do something. So there we see the Spire going down, and he's preparing for this big muta switch. And now that he's planting his Spire, the thing you want to do as the pressuring link blink player is to force him to make as many banelings as possible. If you make like this huge baneling train out here, you will also force your opponent into making banelings of his own. And when you force him into making banelings, his muta transition will be so much weaker. You can completely nullify the entire mutas just by sending banelings constantly. So you're just trying to steal gas from him, constantly trade armies, trade links and banes. You're basically giving away your gas to steal his gas, you could say, something like that. And in the meantime, behind this, it's all about making a couple of drones, getting your evolution chamber down, making tons of queens, spreading creep to your third base. It's so essential that this third base gets up unhindered. And from there it's just link bane dance. And obviously, if you see that he doesn't want to morph banes, then it's pretty sure he's going for mutas. Could also be infestors, but that's more of an American thing. Most of the times he will be mutas.